Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to
Hello.
Love the Real Hills. My name is Dr. Chris, and this is my beautiful wife.
Renee.
And we love you. We love each other. And this is your time for your daily dose of the realness. You know, we keep it 100. We keep it a buck. We're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. We love to hear from you. And we're so glad that you tuned in today to watch us this evening and whatever time it is that you're watching, so that we want to get into a lot of real subjects. We want to share real love, real life, real relationships, real business, real connection, and build with you as we go forward. And Matt, are you ready, baby?
I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. Let's jump into the icks.
You want to jump into the icks? We always start with the icks. These are the things that make men and women say,
ick.
Ick. And we want to talk about it today. You want to start, babe?
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
I got some good ones this week.
I see.
For some of my friends. I had to call a friend, phone a friend. Okay. When men stand with their feet pointed outwards.
Okay.
OMG is so annoying.
I don't understand.
You know the Vato stance? Pigeon-toed?
You mean like that?
Yes, and they stand like that, and it's like, ew, put your feet in. You are not a gangster. Like, you know the old gangster movies, they all stand like that. It's so annoying. Ew, ick.
No, see, I didn't know that. You're helping me.
Yes.
I'll
so
watch
apparently, a lot of women said that's an ick. A lot of them.
Just standing.
Like, they just stand with their feet out. Like,
wow.
Like, that's not cute.
Wow.
Ew.
Okay.
Ick. Okay.
Ick. All right. Write that down, fellas.
Okay. Men who are not descriptive when they talk. If I ask you what you studied in college and then you say business, we're done. Thanks.
Why? What's that an ick?
What did you study in college? Business. What kind of business? Are you a business management? Business, international business?
See,
what kind?
See,
like, it's so topical. Like, we need details.
That's
like,
not
it's so
fair.
undetailed. That's annoying.
That's not fair.
It's annoying.
Most men are not descriptive. You've got to ask more questions.
They're ick. Ick.
You got to ask more questions and pull out. You know, men usually speak in headlines and women speak in details, you know.
No.
So if you say, what did you do today?
The
a man will
days
say,
of old are over.
Oh my
where
God.
we have to sit here and ask you 17 questions in 17 different ways to get one answer.
Okay.
Ick.
So men, write that down, fellas. We must be more descriptive. It's an ick that we're not.
Yes.
Okay.
Details. Okay, I got another one. When men have baby mama drama and don't even attempt to fix it.
Now, all right. So what do you mean? The baby mama drama?
Baby, you know what baby mama drama is.
Unfortunately, I do. Okay. Unfortunately, I have a black belt in baby mama drama. Okay. I have advanced Aikido. Okay. I can do the crane style with baby mama drama. But
Listen,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
That's what I mean. When baby mama drama is happening and you are unwilling to do anything about it, you don't want to say nothing. Yes, these men who are non-confrontational, like, I get it, you know, you're trying not to punch the girl in the face, but you can be confrontational without it going that far. Like, at least tell the girl, like, stop having drama, like, fix it.
Okay.
Like, fix it. Do what you need to do to fix it, okay? If they're going to be drama and you know there ain't nothing that can change who they are, okay, then make some changes on your end. Go ahead to that attorney. Go ahead and put in that, file that motion.
TRO.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Temporary restraining order.
Because, I mean, the girls that I'm listening to, they sick of dealing with these baby
they
mamas.
got to deal with it. She's showing up at the house.
Slashing their tires.
And
keying their cars.
Keying their car.
Because they mad at him.
I know, you know.
Get your baby mamas in check, non-confrontational.
But ladies,
give me a break.
The more she's acting out, the better the man actually is. It's actually a compliment.
We already know the man is good. We with him. Okay? We know he good.
It means you won. And she's bitter. Okay, and you know, but in the meantime, I do understand because you do, man, brother. We have to man up and handle it.
Stop being little punks.
Oh my God!
I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah, punks.
Little punks. You call them little punks?
That's what they call them.
Oh my God!
I mean, the girls use other words
that
I don't use. I don't use profanities. What they call them. It's the other word for female dogs. That's what they use.
Oh my God!
When they was telling me this. I don't have to deal with that.
You mean?
No, don't you say it. Shh, shh.
Okay.
Y'all know he bad. Y'all
It's
know
so
he
hard.
bad.
Mitch. Bass. Diggers.
Babe, just let it go.
Okay, I didn't say it. So I
yes.
don't need none of y'all saints in the comments.
Talking about a man of God shouldn't. Oh yeah, we see the comments.
No, I'm
talking about what men of God shouldn't and should say. No. Get a life.
I'm dyslexic.
Let's be real.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm dyslexic, so you know my mouth is dyslexic sometimes. Okay. So deal with your stuff, dudes. You had another one?
Yes, I have another one. This one is hilarious.
This one is good.
Okay. When a grown man reaches in his back pocket,
yes,
and pull out a wallet.
Okay.
And it's a Velcro wallet.
Oh my God.
The Velcro wallet.
That is an ick for women.
You are not 7.
Oh man.
You are 27.
That is Sahara.
You better not pull out that Velcro wallet. Go to the store and get you a leather-bound wallet, please. That is such an ick.
Oh man, that any chance
Velcro.
of getting anything from that woman is gone the second she hears Velcro.
The Velcro. Why? Why do men do these things?
We just don't know that it's an ick. We don't know it's an ick. Someone taught me that this week. I didn't know. Is an ick for women. You just have lost all your
know women are petty. We petty.
All your stuff. That's petty.
We petty.
But
it's an ick.
Petty, but it is an ick. It's not. It's gonna be a bad night for you, brother. Okay.
End of date.
All right.
End of date.
I have a few, and I'm gonna be quick because last week I went 30 minutes.
Because he talked
with my ex because I talked too much. Homeboy, you never shut up. Okay. And when you say, here's a big ick for men, and this is particular, I got this from the young men, is when you say, as a man, you should. Like, as a man, you should take out the trash. Or as a man, you should keep your car clean. Or as a man, is when women impose gender norms on men that they will not receive for themselves. Because you don't want us to say, as a woman, your hair should be done before you walk outside. You don't want us to say that, but you do want to say, as a man, your house should be clean. Okay? As a man, your house should be clean. Or here's the other thing, as a man, your house is too clean. Okay? You know, women have actually said, because they impose gender norms, I'm like, this house is way too clean for you not to have a woman around.
I understand, you know, there's this thing called the down low, and it's getting real. It's getting real.
Now explain the down low.
Really?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
What meanest thou?
Who will get with women and pretend, but they're really not straight.
Oh.
Yes, the women don't know. And so they walk in the house and if too much stuff seems feminine, and they get thrown for a loop, I understand. It depends on where you live.
What do you mean? Atlanta? This may be a hint. If he wears kitten heels, if he has kitten heels or anything higher, he may be on the DL.
He might be on the spectrum
he might
of
be
the
on
DL.
The spectrum. Oh my God.
The spectrum of the DL. But anyways, what I was saying.
On the rainbow.
He might.
Ultraviolet.
He might Babe, but what I'm saying is,
okay,
there's nothing wrong with that.
But there's, I mean, some men can cook now.
What's wrong is if they don't tell you up front, like they're being dishonest.
He should tell you
that's
up
what's
front.
wrong. But there's nothing wrong with it if that's what they choose to do.
And he's an equal opportunity employer.
But if you don't tell the woman up front,
yes,
and she finds out after y'all done got married and had kids, and now she found out.
Holy macaroni.
That's different.
Yeah,
that's not fair. That's what I'm talking about. So I kind of understand that.
So women are trying to figure it out. Ladies, why wouldn't you just ask up front?
You could. They lie. Just like women lie, men lie too. They lie more. Men lie more.
You think men lie more? Women are lies.
Men.
Your hair's a lie.
Men
your
will be
nails
like,
a lie.
yeah.
Your eyebrows are a lie. Your booty is a lie. Your eyelashes are a lie. Your face that ain't even your face. I got to scrape with witch hazel. I need the witch hazel to find out what you look like. Okay? Witch hazel will show you. You'll find out she's a witch.
Oh no!
I'm telling you. So women are the masters of the visual lie, but I get it. The visual lie, and then men are the masters of the
verbal,
the actual lie.
Yes, because men will play. They will be in their homeboy's car, sleeping on their homeboy's couch, bring you over there, act like it's their house and it's their car. Only for you to find out after 6 months that, oh, that's your homeboy stuff. You ain't got nothing because you steady trying to spend the night at my house.
Oh my God, 6 months. You're dumb. Okay, that's your fault. If he fooled you for 6 months,
babe, these dudes be lying. They good at it too.
Okay, this is my turn. How'd you get mine? Okay, so that's an annoying. So please do not put force gender norms on us when you won't receive any of them. Okay? How about this is a big one for men. Ladies, I need you to write this down. We need you to just share, tell other people. We need you to subscribe and share. We're only 200 people. We need another 200 to subscribe at Dr. Chris Hill. And we need a bunch of y'all to jump on Love the Real Hill so we can just keep on moving this algorithm. But this ick right here, this ick right here, this is the ick. Non-verbal cues. Okay? Men are so tired of your non-verbal cues. Just because you gave us the look does not mean that we understand the look. I gave you that look. Well, I don't know what that look means.
Y'all don't know the looks.
No.
Y'all mama didn't give y'all the looks.
No, some of us had mothers who were nice and didn't give looks. Or we had mothers who were communicative and told us how they felt. Or, if you're going to you're slapping your hand on your leg, and that means I'm supposed to hold your hand. I don't understand that. Just reach out and touch somebody's hand and tell me, would you hold my hand, please? We're in the mall. I want you to hold my hand. But waiting for me to get the signal so that I can then initiate the touch, and then we're upset and mad. No, talk. Just say what you want to say, okay? Just let us know what you want to say. The nonverbal cues, we don't understand nonverbal cues. We understand verbal cues. And because we are so different, men and women are so different, we won't know. And with men, we just tell you, do this, do that, go here. This is what I meant. What you mean by that? I meant that by that. And very often we get in trouble because we missed the cue, and we don't want to do that anymore. Here's one. This is my last one. And we get this so often. Is ladies, some of you have learned your makeup skills from drag queens. Okay? And the men are they're really telling us, they're really letting us know that they're tired of, the extra. The drag makeup. It's drag makeup.
It is. That's exactly what it's called.
It was adopted from the drags. You look like Homie the Clown, and Homie don't play that. And we're tired of that. And so I'm getting this every single week. I try not to put it in all the X, but it's such a real deal that, it's just Calm down. We really want to see what you look like. We want to see. I love makeup. My wife is a makeup artist, and and she has great help to me. Is amazing. Simjo
Beauty Co.
Simjo Beauty Co. is fantastic. Hooks her all up, and it's awesome. And I enjoy. But what I like is when you remove said war paint, then you look like this. This is who you look like. It's not like, oh, snap, you're another color. I mean, I saw a woman and her face was one color and her neck was a totally different color. She looked like a lollipop. She looked like a chocolate lollipop. Because the neck was, and you're like, ugh, and those kind of things. So just, ladies, tone it down. Or here's something, ask a straight man what he thinks about your makeup. That would be interesting.
Not your homegirls.
Not your homegirls, because they lie. Y'all lie to each other. Girl, do I look fat? This girl, you got all them rolls inside your clothes. Go ahead. It's You never heard that?
All the rolls?
All them rolls inside your clothes.
If my homegirl said that, she would no longer be my homegirl.
To who? I saw this Pillsbury. You open up that can and that thing come out. No.
Stop it.
You need to ask somebody honest. Because I believe in body positivity. I do. Let's be positively honest about the bodies. And that way we'll keep people from,
looking a hot ghetto mess.
No, did you say a hot ghetto mess?
Hot ghetto mess.
That's terrible. See, they say I'm mean, but baby, it's the jabs for me. Hey, we're out of time for this segment. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next segment. And we're so glad that you joined us on Love the Real Hills.
Higher Level Denver is here. Join us as we go to the higher level. Higher Level Denver with Dr. Chris Hill.
But I'm about to get real free. Free in my mind, free in my body, free in my past, free in my future. I need a free person to give God a free praise right here.
We are friends of God, friends of man, and friends of humanity. Transform your life. Find your voice. Get ready to roar. Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver this Sunday at 10 a.m. Higher Level Denver at the Roar Center, 3035 South Parker Road, Aurora, Colorado, 80014. See all that we're doing on the web at www.higherleveldenver.org.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, where we get to play a game.
She loves the game. She loves the game.
And today we had our fans send in questions and that they want us to answer. And so we have all of these random papers.
Straight from the comments, straight from the DMs.
We haven't seen them.
And I have not seen these questions. And Q&A on the spot makes me a little nervous.
It's okay. He'll be all right.
So y'all pray for me as I try and calm my nerves.
We're going to pick one, and then you got to read it out loud and answer it.
All right. Do we answer each question, or you answer the question you take?
I answer the one I take.
Okay, and I answer the one I take. All right, so that's fair.
You ready?
That's fair. I have a 50% chance of not being canceled. Okay. Okay, that's Q&A scares me.
Come on, you first.
Why do I have to go? Okay, I'll go first.
Because you're scared.
All right, shamalama. Okay, so this question says, what's your perfect date? So perfect date night or person? Date night. Okay.
Yeah, I would think.
Okay, so I'll write that perfect date night. Perfect date night for me is I love movies. I love fine dining. So probably either a play, a play capped by, I love theater, it's capped by a great dining experience, preferably, something 5-star, or Michelin starred, at least one, and then hot butt naked sex.
Hot? Why it gotta be hot?
Hot butt naked sex. If I take you to an imperfect date is Hamilton, Michelin star, Jergens. Okay, that's an imperfect date. That's a problem. If dudes spend all that kind of money on you,
I can't. It's my turn.
You need to take it to the house.
I can't with him, y'all. Okay, my turn. Does your spouse ever annoy you? How do you handle it?
I can answer this one.
Yes. He annoys me. He is.
See, let me qualify.
No, you don't get to qualify my annoyance. He's annoying, see? Okay, my husband, for those of you who don't know, is a morning person, okay? And he wakes up singing songs from theater shows from the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Everything's coming up roses for me and my girl.
That I have no clue what they are, but he does this in the morning. So here's me sleep. If I even blink, that is what he's doing, waiting for me to blink an eye.
I wait.
And that I'm awake so he can start talking and singing.
I think about things while I'm sleeping.
Me, on the other hand, am not a morning person, and I typically don't go to bed until about 2:30 a.m. and I wake up at like 7. I don't get sleep.
Yeah.
And he wants to have a full conversation.
I only require 5 hours of sleep, and then I'm awake again. So we go to bed at 2. I'm usually up at 7, 1. Sometimes.
You know what else he does?
3.
He's annoyed. He annoys me in a lot of ways because I'm OCD.
Let me take
So he does stuff like, when you wash your face in the sink in the morning, or you shave and you're in your sink. He does stuff like walk around the whole bathroom and room with his hands dripping wet. So then when I get up and start to walk, I'm stepping in wet puddles.
Puddles?
It is so annoying.
It's drippage.
It is too much. It drives me nuts. So yes, he annoys me. I have many more.
I know.
But we'll be here till next week if I went through them all. So your turn.
Okay, let me. You don't annoy me at all. You're perfect in all of your ways.
Practically.
Practically.
Like Mary Poppins.
Okay, explain healthy me time. Past shows you mentioned too much me time is bad. Okay, and this.
I'm glad you got that one.
No, this is a serious one. Is because I hear this way too much. Is me time is time that you require for yourself to replenish yourself, and I'm all for that. Your me time should never subtract from your kid time if you have children, or your spouse time. Okay? And so when you're operating in behavioral scheduling, which is something we need to do a show on, when you're operating behavioral scheduling and you're scheduling your behaviors, I want you to have time to work out, time to pray, time to meditate, time to reflect, time to walk. I have, a lot of my clients, particularly those who work in Fortune 500s or large-scale ministries, they'll go and spend an hour or two walking just to get centered and just to get that time for help. And you want to schedule that time. Here's my suggestion. After 30 years of marrying people, after 30 years of counseling people and counseling couples, don't let your me time come out of the time that your children or your spouse would get. So for me,
schedule it.
I schedule it earlier.
Kids are done. Spouse is done.
So you want to go work out, now get it. I want you to work out. I want you to have the time and the opportunity to go working out and everything. Do it at midnight.
Or at 5
Or do it at 5 in the morning. Is usually my prayer time. I like to pray. I like to pray between 2 and 5 in the morning. Okay? That's usually when I talk to the Lord, so that it doesn't take time away from my family. If I'm going to lock away from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., I'm going to miss everything. If I'm going to lock away, from 5 to 6 to 6 to 7, I'm going to miss a lot of, so I have to put those things that I need to do, I take them out of my sleep time. I really do. And after a while, it balances out. I may grab a nap in the afternoon, and I'm good for a nap. Okay, I'm good for a nap, and I can pull that off. Some people can't, but I want you to just be careful. Balance your me time. I want you to prioritize you. We need you to prioritize you. But if your family has to take a hit because you need to be on the golf course for 4 hours on a Saturday, every single Saturday, while your kid is having a basketball game, or a volleyball game, or a football game, you're just a selfish piece of person. Okay? Yes. And someone needs to look you in the face and tell you to get your act together. You don't need that kind of me time, or just don't have kids. Buy a dog, die alone. Shout out to KS.
All right. Oh.
Okay. Oh, that's a terrible one for you. Read it, baby.
What's a movie that inspires you?
I'm interested in this one.
I don't have a movie that inspires.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Do you have one? My wife just doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element. Corbin.
Corbin!
What does it inspire you?
No, but it's my favorite movie.
Why is it your favorite?
Because it has all the things I love. It has
comedy,
action,
aliens,
science fiction.
She loves science fiction.
It has singing and dancing.
Singing, the musical act,
yeah,
the dancing.
And then it has...
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's not boring.
No.
Fifth Element.
And it has like futuristic.
That's my wife. That's awesome. I like that.
There you go.
I like that. No,
That's
we
it.
actually.
I don't really do. I'm not really into movies like that. Yeah.
The Notebook.
What?
She didn't see it. Harry Met Sally. No. A Few Good Men. Glory. No. See, she doesn't do that.
I don't have time for TV.
She don't have time for that. She running business. Okay.
I don't really have time for TV.
She's a CEO. She's a boss lady. Okay, she got stuff to do.
I hate that name, boss lady.
All right, let me do my question.
Your turn.
All right, I hope mine is better. How do you push and drive each other to be better and great? Fantastic question. How do you push each other? How do we push each other to be better and great? Well, a lot of times is we communicate. If you can't tell, we communicate a lot, and we communicate often. And so one of our questions will be, what do you want to work on? What do you want to improve? What's your goal for this quarter, this goal for this month, this goal for this week, this goal for this day? And because we do a lot of check-ins, and then we encourage each other. I think we encourage each other to achieve those goals. And, we are very, and this is one thing.
And we always ask each other, how can we help?
With what you're doing, with what you want to do. And because we do prefer each other first and above, we almost have to say, hey, is how do we find a balance in that? Because it will be so much. My wife will push the things that I'm going after first, and then I have to do the same and say, hey, what about that idea? What about that business that you wanted to do? How do we get this in together? And so you just got to encourage each other. Life is hard. There's so many negative people. There's so many critics. There's so many trolls. God does not need you to be your spouse's troll. Get from under the bridge, get you some pom-poms, and cheer them on.
Yeah, my turn.
Yes.
Okay. What's our favorite city as a couple and why?
Dang. Okay. Ooh. Been around the world and I have found my baby. Okay.
I don't know and I don't know why.
What's your favorite? Our favorite. It was a collective question.
Favorite probably is our favorite. Probably is Paris.
Paris. Why Paris?
Because we both love museums.
We love museums.
We both love to walk a lot.
We like to walk.
And we both like when it's light outside until 11 p.m.
Yeah, pretty cool. One of the cool things about Paris is if you're there in June, and we like to go in June. I know everybody says, I love Paris in the springtime. Paris is cold, okay? Paris is cold in the springtime. Don't be fooled, okay? You'll be freezing up on that Eiffel Tower. You have to have a coat on, okay? But we like going, don't go in August. Everybody takes off from August. But June, July, you know,
it's nice. It's
nice,
perfect weather.
And it
stays
very
light until like 11:30. We went to the movies at 8:30 and we came out and it was still light outside. I was like, wow, shocked.
It's romantic. I mean, we horse-drawn carriage while the lights of the Tour Eiffel is dancing, and you have your bride there and the loved one, and it's very, very romantic city.
And we love to try like wines.
Different wines.
And they have the best wines.
Non-alcoholic wine. Okay. Non-alcohol-free wine. You just can't say that. They're going to cancel me. You know.
They going to cancel you.
They
know they be having wine.
Non-alcoholic wine. Okay.
We don't get drunk.
We don't get drunk. Be not drunk with wine, which leads to excess. But be filled.
But it's good. We like wine and popcorn.
Yeah, they have popcorn and everything, and Evian is 50 cents.
Evian is everywhere.
Evian is everywhere and 50 cents. Here, this cost me $15. Okay. It's ridiculous in America, but there it is dirt cheap. Okay,
your turn.
My turn. Let's move on quickly from that question. What is your favorite part of being married?
You can get all the good ones.
What is your favorite part of being married? Oh man, that's a good one. I love being married to you. I really do.
But what's your favorite part?
Besides the butt naked sex, is I love companionship. I married my best friend, if you can't tell. And so we get along well. We enjoy talking. We enjoy working together. But we also enjoy silences. We can be in the room and be working together. I'll be reading some obscure something theological or historical, and you'll be crunching numbers or running spreadsheets or working with teams of people in other countries.
Crunching numbers.
And we just love being together. What's your favorite part about being married? Besides butt naked sex.
Someone always being around. You always have someone around. You never feel alone.
Never alone.
You're never alone.
Yeah, and that's a nice feeling. Even if you're doing different things, or even in different parts of the house. Sometimes we'll be in different parts of the house, and then sometimes you'll say, "Can you come downstairs just to be my friend?"
I say, "Come be my friend."
Yeah, that's different.
While I'm working.
And having somebody that you want to be around is such a blessing.
It is.
You know.
It is.
Because it's a terrible thing to be with somebody that you don't really want to be around. You know what I'm saying? It's your turn.
My turn. I be picking bad. I'm going to pick the one you was going to pick.
I wasn't going to pick that one.
What do you imagine life will look like for you two in 15 to 20 years?
Oh, okay. 20 years from now.
You'll be ancient.
I will be, ancient of days.
And I will be young and vibrant. Woo!
20 years from now, 15 years from now,
we'll be on a yacht.
We'll be retired.
Yeah. On vacation.
We'll be on permanent vacation by then. All of our businesses will have CEOs. All of our businesses will have people that drive it. We'll just be checking in. So we won't have to work as hard. 20 years from now,
we'll grandkids.
You want grandchildren? You think 20? Yeah, I guess so.
20 years from now,
20 years
our
from
kids
now.
will be like 40. Johnny will be 40, and Leia will be like 35.
Oh my God.
They might have kids. Oh yay! We'll have grandkids.
Grandkids will be great.
We'll go to all their games.
We get to go to all their games
again,
and take them to ballet and piano and football, hockey.
We're not doing football.
How about hockey?
Those sports with violence,
Babe,
where you could get
we
concussions,
need more
and
black
then you're
people
mental.
we need more black people on ice. Okay? We do. When black people get into hockey, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, more concussions.
They don't get concussions. They just fight.
Concussions.
Okay.
How about
Sports.
baseball? How about tennis?
Tennis.
How about gymnastics?
I play tennis too.
How about volleyball?
I'm not playing gymnastics though. That scares me. That scares me. That's too much.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay. So that's what 20 years from now we'll be
Yes.
doing business. We'll be doing ministry, but in a different way. I'll be more in the apostolic stage and just mentoring people and not
I'll
having to
still
preach
be-
every week. And you're still gonna be gorgeous. And I'm gonna
Fun.
look just like this.
Me too.
Only I'm gonna have a unit.
I've looked like this since I was 15.
I've looked like this.
I looked at a picture of me.
I know.
I look exactly the same.
I know you're frozen.
Frozen.
Frozen. Let it go. Okay, share your best tips. How did I get this one? Best tips for public speaking or connecting with an audience.
I'm so glad you got that.
Oh my God. Share my best tips for connecting with an audience. Okay, cultural exegesis. Okay, as well as you exegete a passage or you exegete a teaching, you also have to exegete who you're talking to. If you're gonna go to Haiti and you're gonna start preaching about your jet plane, you're gonna die. You're gonna die in the first 5 minutes because they're believing God for a bicycle, not a G5. Okay, they're believing God for a bicycle. And you're talking about your G5 and how the Lord done blessed you with a G5. They're not gonna. You'll never get invited again, and you'll never go back again. Exegete the people.
So know your audience.
Know your audience and know their culture. Know what they're into. I spend probably the first 3 days in a new country just asking them questions, and from then I'll extrapolate if they're into soccer, but they call it football, and if they're in Australia, it's called footy, and their touchdown is called touch, and just understanding the culture you're in. I see many of the people don't connect because they haven't exegeted the culture.
Oh, that's great. That's a great tip.
Okay, tip.
Let's see. Last one. Describe your oddest interaction, business or dating. Oddest
Interaction, business or dating. How about do a dating one, babe?
Dating.
Yes. What is your oddest date you've ever been on besides me?
Okay. So no, I can't do that one. That one's me. I can't do
You
date.
can't.
Let me do business.
Okay, oddest business interaction. Oh man, I'll do oddest dating because
Yeah, you.
child.
Okay.
I searched high. I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater than you.
I was just right here and you didn't even know.
I was looking.
I was just working.
Oh my God. I mean, I went on this date and it was, I tried a Bishop Jakes line. Bishop Jakes line, this is how he bagged Lady Sarita, is he said, is there a good place around here for a bachelor can get a home-cooked meal? And she couldn't cook, but her mama could cook. And so he ate over there, and the rest is history. The rest is history. Potter's House and FIPA and everything, Mega Millions. They've done well. And so I tried that. I said, is there some place around here where a bachelor can get a home-cooked meal? And she said, sure, come over to my house. And so I went over there, and she made chicken. And she made baked chicken. The problem is she put the frozen chicken in the oven. And so it was fully frozen when she cooked it, and she cooked it 350 for this amount of time, whatever it was, but fully frozen. So when I cut into the chicken, and blood started to ooze out the sides. And she said, oh, it's juicy, isn't it? And it's juicy, and she, and I normally I pray grace, but I'm usually short in my grace praying. But this time I started in Genesis. Okay, I said, Lord, I thank you that in Genesis you're a creator, in Exodus you're a liberator, in Numbers you're a numerator, in Leviticus you're a legislator. I mean, I prayed all the way to Revelation, and it still didn't get no better. I had to excuse myself because she was trying to give me salmonella and kill me, and that was my oddest date.
I don't know if I have an oddest interaction.
Because you just cut people off.
I do. I don't let it get there. I don't.
I admire that. I'm too nice. I was too nice.
They start talking slow. I just get them to the point. So what's the point? Okay. Damn. Bottom line. I don't have time for these. I don't have time. If they seem like they gonna do something weird, I just be out. Like, okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Check, please.
Move around.
No, my oldest son will get you at breadsticks. That's why he's still single. He'll get you at breadsticks. You say something stupid over water and breadsticks, he check pleases yourself. He just check.
I'm trying
check,
to really
please.
think.
Check, please.
Babe, we got to take a break. Look, we got to take a break.
Oh, we're out of time.
We're out of time. Thanks for playing with us.
Thanks. This is a fun game.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back
Don't
with our
forget
subject
to
matter.
subscribe, and share.
Subscribe and share, because we're going to get into the next subject matter on how to build and rebuild trust. We'll be right back.
Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver. Inspirational, motivational, and elevational. At Higher Level, journey with us in reaching your highest potential in God.
Because when you go up, I go up too. When you get a promotion, I get a promotion too. When you go higher, we started at the bottom, now we're here. Everybody's going up. I need somebody who knows I'm going up. I'm going up with my family. I'm going up with my children. I'm going up with my church. We're all going up.
Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver this Sunday at 10 a.m. Higher Level Denver at the Roar Center, 3035 South Parker Road, Aurora, Colorado, 80014. See all that we're doing on the web at www.higherleveldenver.org.
And we are back.
We're back.
Love the Real Hills. We want you to share and subscribe. We want you to subscribe and share. Please spread the word. Let people know that we are being 100% real. And I mean, I know some people get nervous when, for all these years.
It's too real.
I've been pretty much restricted to the pulpit. And I love the pulpit. I'll be in the pulpit the rest of my life. But I don't bring me to the pulpit. I really don't share. I may share a story from my personal life, but it's always edited and it's always careful because, we don't want to overwhelm that moment with our personality. It's really in preaching, Jesus has to be the center of that.
Yeah.
And so I'm so thankful for these other opportunities, other avenues that we have through training and teaching and podcasts to kind of share our real life and share the real hills and let people see me and really see you. People knew me, but they didn't know you. And I hate it when people will just categorize us as something, and they've never even had a conversation with us or heard us have a conversation together. And so I love this opportunity to kind of share. So share, subscribe, smash that button. Let's keep on going. Now, this is the question we got this week, and I thought it was really, really good. You want to read it, babe?
Sure. Okay, so people want to know trust. First, how do we build trust? How do we repair trust once it's broken? And lastly, when to let it go? When is it okay to move on?
When is it okay to just not try and even repair trust, to say it's just not going to happen?
It ain't going to work. It's not going to work out.
Okay, so that's a 3-part question. Mm-hmm. And I want to kind of deal with it in 3 parts. And then I'm going to share, our breakdown of the word trust, okay? So the first, how do you build trust? How do you build trust? Trust is, it really, for me, it depends on what the foundation is. A lot of people are trying to build trust with people who have no foundation built in their life for trust to be built on. Either they've gone through a horrible relationship, or maybe they've come out of a toxic family system, or maybe they've gone through something horrible in their personal life, and so that trust has been eroded. The foundation for trust has been eroded. So my first thing is, if you're going to build trust, you want to build with somebody that even has a foundation. Sometimes people need to go through therapy, they need to go through deliverance, they need to go through healing first before they enter into a relationship, because they just don't even have a foundation for trust. One of the things really interesting, this happened to us last week, and I know you didn't even notice it, is you were on the phone with your sister, and she was on iPhone. And mine is an iPhone. My wife, pray for her, she has an Android.
Pray for him. He's still that
she,
sinful phone with that bitten apple.
So, and your sister was on, and you just walked out the house with my phone.
I did, because I was on the phone with my sister.
And you know, I'm a black man, and my wife has my phone unlocked and is driving away. Okay? Is driving away. And I had a moment. I really had a moment where I'm like, wow. I have no worries. Nothing's going to pop up on your screen. No one's going to slide in the DMs. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not hollering at nobody. I was like, and I mean, you kept that phone.
Most of the day.
Most of the day.
I was going to bring it home, but you're like, oh, no problem.
Because when she called me on the other line, I realized I have nothing to hide. I am a completely open book. Your face opens my phone. Okay? And it was like, wow. Because I can't always say that I've always been in relationships where my phone, if others had walked away with my phone, I would have chased them down the highway. I needed my thumb to be, if I died, I told my friends, cut my thumb off. Okay? In the autopsy, get my thumb. Okay? Because we didn't have facial recognition. You know, if I died, I was like, I'm going to screw my face up before I die, so that you can't but to be in a relationship when you have trust. But first, so the first thing, you got to ask yourself the question, am I in a position to build trust? Or do I need to take some time for reflection, healing, or is the foundation of trust been so eroded by past experiences that I don't trust nobody? And I can't, I got to put a tracking device on their phone, a tracking device on their car.
Sad.
Okay?
Sad.
And you're being nice, but you know what that's like.
I know.
You know, and that person just is not in a position to be in a relationship. You just give up. Just walk away until you get healed enough. So how do you build trust? First off, you got to be with somebody who's ready and is willing to be in that situation. And you have to be as well. Okay? And then trust. This is the thing that people hate about trust. Trust takes time. Trust is a currency that you accumulate.
Time.
And time is a part of it building interest. Okay? So trust, first of all, you're going to have to walk in truth. If you're a liar, you'll never build trust. You're just going to have to walk in truth. You're going to have to say, hey, my credit
is bad.
Is 430. Okay? My credit is afternoon credit.
But I'm open.
But I'm open to learn how to fix it. You have to be, trust requires truth. Hey, went through a divorce.
I got issues.
Lost half my money. My 401k is now a 201k. Okay.
Started over from scratch.
I started from scratch.
I just walked out and left everything.
I just left everything. Okay. Air mattress, black and white TV. Okay, that's what I got.
Do they make black and white TV?
You start at the beginning. You
I
just
want to
planned
see. I'm
for
gonna go to
black
the store.
and white TV. Okay, I went to Goodwill, and that's all my clothes is from Goodwill. All my furniture is from Goodwill. Just be truthful. Baby mama drama. Okay,
Yeah.
child support is $2,000 a month, and I only make $4. Okay? Be real. Be truthful. These are not my breastises. Okay? Just be truthful. Be truthful. This is not my real butt. Okay? And when I got, let me know. Let me know. Just,
This is not my real hair.
this is not my real hair. Okay?
But I do have real hair.
You do have real hair, and your hair is gorgeous.
But some people don't.
Right. If that Malaysian gold is not yours, okay, you paid for it, let him know. Just let him know. He may not care. He may not care. He may not have any hair, and so he may be open for, it's equal. It's equal.
Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity. Trust requires, the first thing it requires is truth. I'm talking a lot, babe. What's the second thing?
Reliability.
Wow. Break it
You
down.
have to show yourself to be someone that is reliable. You're not going to be able to build trust with someone who's not even reliable. Knowing that someone is someone you can depend on, someone that is going to be there, somebody that you can count on, someone you can lean on, helps also to build that trust. That reliability is a big, big part,
deal.
especially for women, I would say, because women have gone through so many relationships with people where they just weren't reliable. And they've had to take more of a role of leadership in relationships.
Say that again.
They've had to take more of a leadership role in relationships.
Right.
And so getting with someone that you know that they are reliable and you can rely on them and you can actually kind of step back and not have to always be the one taking that leadership role
Wow.
also helps women in particularly to be able to build trust in a relationship.
Dude, you got to be reliable. Okay? You want to be the head of the house, but you keep spending all the money at the strip club.
Or at the casino.
Or you going up to the casino
I done heard that like 7
and
times
you
this
spent
month.
the rent money,
The rent, the car money,
the car note money
the kids' daycare money.
at Blackhawk. Okay? Trying to always bet
Little
on
boat.
black. It didn't work for Wesley. Okay? Wesley ended up, anyway. Okay? No, I need you. And then you want to be the head of the house, but you're not reliable. You're not reliable. Nobody depends. You're not on time. You can't keep a job. Okay? Sometimes you're going to have to work a job you don't like and be 15 minutes early and just to be reliable or nobody will trust you. Your kids I need you to pick up the kids from school at 3 o'clock. And it's 4:30. And your kids sitting
4:30?
outside on the bricks
On the
waiting for
curb.
you on the curb, waiting. So they don't trust you. Your woman don't trust you. Nobody
Your
trusts
mama
you.
don't
Your
trust
mama
you.
don't trust you. If your mama, now they all may love you, but you'll never build trust. Okay? So you want to endeavor to be a reliable person. I may not be skilled, but I'm reliable. Okay? I may not be skilled, but you want me to go to the store, I will call you from the store and say, no, wait.
Video phone.
What kind of chicken did you want?
Here,
Let's look at this.
look.
What paint do you want? Flip the phone and just be reliable. Reliability is one of the keys to building trust in a relationship. Show up when you say you're going to show up. Do what you're going to say. Do what you said you're going to do. Don't blow the money. Don't blow the rent money no more. Just hand your check over. Don't cash your check. Okay, some of us don't need direct deposit. I rebuke direct deposit in the name of Jesus. You don't need it. You need a check that you can come home and bring to your woman, and then she can break you off your allowance. I know you're a grown man. I know you make more than she does, but if you're not reliable with it, just admit it, because you'll never build trust until you're reliable.
Nope.
Okay, can you do the next one, baby? Too good.
Okay. The next one I say is understanding.
Okay.
Okay? There has to be understanding on both parties.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be open and willing to have a good sense of understanding.
I love that.
You have to be able to see things from their perspective and understand where they're coming from, understand their background, understand their history, understand their upbringing, understand their religion, understand everything about them, because that understanding is going to help you to know how to even deal with that person.
Right.
If you have no understanding, you're gonna mishandle the person. You're gonna mishandle their emotions. You're gonna mishandle their hurts. You're gonna mishandle their pains. You're gonna mishandle their happiness. You're gonna mishandle their sadness. You're gonna mishandle them if you have not taken the time to be understanding and have a level of understanding in every situation, even the bad ones, even the good ones. You have to be open enough to understand and look at things from a perspective, not only yours, but also from theirs.
What was interesting, understanding, and I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been working with couples for 30 years, and thousands of hours of sitting with couples at this point. And so often we just don't understand each other. We don't understand where we're coming from. So because we don't have an understanding, we miscommunicate. I encourage, particularly couples that have been together a short time, not to text, but to talk. Because until there's an understanding, it's very easy for there to be a miscommunication because you put it in caps and they thought you were yelling at them.
Text doesn't have a tone.
And right, we
Text,
don't.
the tone, you can't hear tone. You can't hear attitude. You can't hear patience. You can't hear sincerity. You can't hear that through writing. You
Right.
can't hear that through a text message. Sometimes a person could put it in all caps and be like, oh my gosh. And it's, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And you're thinking they're saying, oh my gosh, you're so dumb.
Right.
And you can only hear that through the person's verbally speaking it to you. And until you've been with a person long enough or around them and you've had time to talk around them, they've been able to see you when you're having these moments. They've been able to hear you when you're going through. They've been able to see how you respond and react. It's really not safe to use texting to get to know a person, or
Not
even
for
to build
understanding.
even for building trust.
No, if it's just, hey, we'll meet at 5 o'clock, text that. But, hey, I'm having a bad day. Boom, phone call. Boom, communicate. FaceTime. Boom. Because we're building understanding. Don't assume that anybody, and then you have to share your story and be, again, go back to the first one,
Truthful.
So that you understand, hey, my dad left my mom before I was born. Okay, so I'm coming from a difficult place here. Hey, there was abuse in my family. This went down. That truthfulness helps to promote understanding.
Yeah.
I was raised maybe you were raised in a family where they did a lot of yelling, okay? And so since there's a lot of yelling, you can't process yelling.
Yeah.
You can't process yelling because it's just completely a shutdown for you, and it's real. You understand what I'm saying? You can't process it. I want you to understand that understanding is huge because it provides context for communication.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
another one? You got another one?
Another one, okay.
Number 4.
Number 4. This one, of course, is spirituality. Okay, it's spirituality. Truth. Reliability, understanding, and spirituality. When you're rebuilding trust, you're going to need God to help you. You're going to need God
God,
to heal your heart,
heal me, Lord.
heal my emotions,
Touch me, Lord.
heal my will.
Please.
I need you to help my spirit. It's a spiritual thing. And very often we try and do this apart from the help of the Holy Spirit, and it does not work. Okay? Whoever you want to call it, you call Jesus, Jehovah, Yahweh, the higher power, the man upstairs. You're going to have to appeal to a higher power in order to get trust rebuilt in yourself. And like I said, sometimes that foundation has been so eroded by your past experience that you need God to heal you or heal the other person. And you want to invite God into it. You want to invite the Holy Spirit. You want to invite Jesus. You want to invite whoever you appeal to up there, you want to appeal to them, because there needs to be a spiritual core for that to be successful. And then the last one, before we get to the secondary question here, was here's the last one. You notice his acronym: truth, reliability, understanding, spirituality, and the fifth one, truth, is time. Depending on the infraction.
And even not an infraction. If it's someone new you're meeting.
Or the newness of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm dealing really if there's a breach in trust. A breach in trust. Sometimes we want that person to forgive us and move on. Okay? So she caught you on your phone on some illicit website, okay, and you were swiping left and right, okay, you may have to give your phone over and locks everything off, and that may be for a long time, okay, and only that other person can dictate how long that is. You're not in a position to say, you should be over that. You should be over that. Get over that. No, you're not in a position. You're in a beggar position where you've lost torque in the relationship because you've been a breach. There's been a breach of trust. There's been a breach of trust. And so you're going to have to put in the time
to repair
it, to rebuild it. And only the other person can dictate how much time. And for that reason, that goes to the secondary question. And this is the secondary question: is how do we repair trust once it's broken? You're going to have to walk in truth. You're going to have to be extremely reliable. You're going to have to be understanding of where that person is and where you are. You're going to need to appeal spiritually. You're going to have to appeal spiritually to the Lord. You may have to get some pastoral counsel. You may have to get some special prayer, because we're working through this. And then you're going to have to give it the time. You're going to have to give it the time, and only that can be determined by you and the other person, how long that time is. But then, lastly, when do you let it go? When do you just say, okay, I'm not going to be able to trust you?
When you say that.
How long do you think?
When you say that. You know, as a woman, as a man, you know in your heart whether something is so bad that you know this is just a deal breaker for you.
It's a deal breaker. This is more than an ick. This is
deal breaker.
A yuck.
It's a complete, and
it's
you
not
know,
even a red flag, it's a black flag.
You know it. If you
over.
thought it, if you said, I'm not gonna come back from, you're not gonna come back from it.
Right.
This, I can't forgive. You're not gonna forgive it. I mean, you know who you are. You're a grown up. You're an adult. You know what you can handle and what you can't.
Right.
There are some things I know for a fact. If it happens, there's no going back, because I know me.
Right.
My personality just wouldn't do it. My personality just wouldn't handle it. My personality can handle a lot of stuff, but there are certain things that it won't handle.
Wow.
And I know the moment any of those things may happen, it's a no. It's a done. So you know those things about you. You know there are some people out there who, let's use cheating. There are some people out there I have sat in conversations that just believe cheating is a part of life.
Wow.
They do.
So if their spouse or significant other cheats
that is
on
not
them,
a deal breaker for them.
it's just not a deal breaker. They're just, it's an open relationship, or even if
No,
it's not
open. It's just everybody cheats.
Right.
Everybody cheats. That's how they think.
Right.
And so cheating is not a deal breaker for them.
And I know, because I understand you, that's a deal breaker for you.
Deal breaker.
So if I want you in my life, I have to walk in monogamy. And I said, amen, that's not a problem for me, because I value my relationship with you so much that it's something I'm willing to do, to be with you, because I understand the regret of not being with you is a worse pain than the challenge of monogamy.
Yeah. And there's some people who, violence, for example.
Violence, right.
They can deal with violence. They like to fight.
Right.
They fight all the time.
We've dealt with that.
They fight in relationship. They fight out of relationship. They fight with their friends. They fight with their parents. They fight with their cousin. They fight with everybody. They always fighting, and fighting doesn't bother them.
We've dealt with couples where it's almost like their foreplay.
It's bad. It's weird.
It bordered on weirdness.
Yeah.
But that was their deal, and
they like to fight. But for me, if it's violent, that's a deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker.
But other people, violence is not a deal breaker. They'll keep doing it and keep doing it. It doesn't. But I'm saying all that to say is that when
you have to know.
When is it time to let go? When you know.
You know.
You know.
You know. You know. And so violence, infidelity,
some people it's trust. For me, it's trust. So if the trust is broken,
piece.
Yeah, and it's in its levels.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's something like, I asked you to go.
Stealing from your purse.
I asked you to go to this grocery store. I'm just gonna disregard it. I'm gonna disregard that one, because we are grown-ups. If you're stealing from my purse, we're not gonna be together.
Taking your credit card.
Oh my goodness.
To buy games from GameStop.
Okay, so there's stuff like that, but then there's stuff like, for me, it's like, what kind of trust is broken? So there's topical trust, like, for me. This is for me. There's topical trust, like, I asked you to go to the store and get the red popsicle, and you came home with the blue popsicle. Okay, I know I can't send you to the store to get nothing because you gonna mess it up. I can't trust you to go run store errands. That's different. That's not a deal breaker. But a trust deal breaker, for me, is, I have an enemy and you're friends with them.
Wow. Okay.
I can't
trust you. That's a deal. Yep. You're done.
It's a different level.
And you're that way with friends, coworkers. If you're a friend to my enemy, then you're not my friend.
You're not my friend.
And that's just how I'm the same way. So we agree with that. If you talk to my enemy and you could cohort with my enemy, you're not my friend, and I will let you go.
Let him go.
Because I'm too good of a resource to be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't value me. But but I really want to get up under. For me, mine is a little different. Anything that hurts children.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. If a child is hurt as a result, if my child is hurt as a result of your action or decision, I don't think you're a good person.
Yeah.
And when I don't think you're a good person,
I can't be with you.
I just can't be with you.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of your kids.
Children are helpless.
You don't take care of your kids. You don't pay child support. We're not going to be friends. We're just not going to be friends. Now, I can see if it's too much, we can talk about that. for what you're making, but you just don't see your kids or talk to your kids. Even if you're my homeboy, we're not going to be friends. I don't think you're a good person. You're a bad mother. You're a bad mother. You send your kids to school with no food. We're not gonna be in a relationship. One of the things I admired about you is that you were such a good mother, and not only were you a good mother to your kids, you'd been a youth worker and a volunteer and a foster parent and all those things. I've admired that. It was, and anything less than that would have been a deal breaker for me. And I think, so we're going to build trust. You have to know when to let go, and you have to let go. And don't let church, false biblical narrative, lock you into something that you just know is not going to work. I grew up in the kind of church where sisters would come to church beat up. I mean, eyes swollen and beat up, and the pastor would tell them, hey, you have to stay in that relationship because the marriage bond is forever. And I disagree. If you're in an abusive situation, the Jesus I know and the Jesus I serve would not have you be in a place of a lack of safety for you to be consistent with a covenant that has been broken by the breach of him knocking you upside the head or her knocking you upside the head. God wants you to live at peace. Well, we're out of time.
We're out of time.
We're out of time. I hope this has been helpful to you. Trust is a big deal.
Trust is big, and you need it. You need trust. It's good. I like this one. I like this question. I'm glad we got to break down. But just remember the trust. T, truth. R, reliability. U, understanding. S, spirituality. And T is time.
Time.
That's what you need to build trust, repair trust, and it also is what you need in order to know when it's time to go.
Right. If that time is gone long enough and I'm out of time, then be out of time and move on with your life.
Move on.
Move on.
Well, that's been another dose of the realness.
That's the realness right
from
there.
Love the Real Hills. We will see you guys next time right here
on Love the Real Hills.
Have a good day. Bye.
Have fun. See you later.